sure you're lined up? Yes, I'm lined up. And here we are, moving again. Because he's not in the right position. And I said, are you sure that's gonna reach in there? Yeah, it'll be fine. Gets all set up and then has to move. It's just time. Time is important when you're talking concrete. Luckily it's winter, so it's not a big deal. If this was a 90-degree day in the summer, that would be a whole different story. That's the only times when I start getting flared up, let's say, and I'm not having it. But like I said, that's why I even moved he's like, oh, don't worry about moving your truck. Well, now I'm in the basement, and if I had to run out there and move my truck, now it'd be a whole nother thing. I'd have to get up and get out. So I knew he was gonna have to move again. So I kind of predicted it. You know, it's fine, it's not the end of the world. And it's winter, so the concrete's not gonna flash. But, you know, like I said, in the summer, I'd be more like, move. No, you gotta move, this won't work. Let's get it lined up first, and I'll be a little bit more, less patient and more demanding, or, you know, however you want to call that. Less okay with seeing something happening that I don't like. Because timing is everything. Like I said, if it was a 90-degree day, it'd be a totally different story. That concrete can flash, go, I need all the time I can. You know, get it out of the truck is always the main key point. So, it's like, we're ready to go. Let's do this. Okay, it's like we're still not ready. Still gotta move again. Looks a little better. So now you must be shortened up as much as you can. And so now, as I said, we want to reach this corner. So you can extend it. He's all the way, he's maxed in. So the boom is all the way in. You can see the belts there. So he's maxed in. And so we want the shortest distance, and then you can extend it out. But it is a fine line. I understand it's not always easy to predict. And I do like that it's a nice driver, but these are just things that can happen. In trying to line these things up, it can be difficult, you know, to kind of trying to judge once you get it all out and see, you know, how long it is. Even if you do it a lot, it still can be a difficult process. But like I said, in the summer, I would have been a lot more like, nope, pull head farther. Let's, because it was pretty easy to see. You had to move a whole truck distance. So. All right, that should do it. We'll keep it as low as possible so we don't splash. Well, basically, let's pour out this whole square, basically, and then I'll mag it and rod it and do that, and we'll do this last little bit and try to get it all in done. Just added a bunch of water, and I really don't like when they add water without talking to them first. We didn't even see what it looked like. It didn't sound that bad. Don't like adding water. It's a bad time. It's a bad idea. He added 5 or 6 gallons to 6 yards. It's not a lot, but it's more than I wanted. I ordered at a 5 slump. It should be fine. But that's the thing again, so we have hot water, and the longer it takes to move the truck back and forth, and all, you can even mix it that many times. If you're gonna add water, you should always mix it. I forget how many times per amount of gallons you add. You want to mix it so many times, and that was only like 30 seconds of mixing. That's a whole other thing, but you know, it'll be fine. All right, here we go.